Yes. We are back. Sean Johnson, Head Steph, Sade Renee. This is the IC.
Namaste, bitches.
What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing?
Shit. I'm chilling like a Venezuela's woman. Let me stop. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. You know what I mean?
How we doing, Sade?
I'm here. I'm alive. So, can't complain. Another day, another dollar.
April 23rd, huh? I see the nice setup.
Yes.
April 23rd. Won't he do it?
So, let's start things off. What happened this week?
So, first article. Thought this was interesting. Elon Musk thinks almost anyone can afford $100,000 ticket to Mars.
This nigga smoking trash.
Man of the people and the world's richest human, Elon Musk, has suggested SpaceX tickets to Mars costing $100,000 would be affordable for almost anyone.
I wonder, like, is there a level of richness where you just don't realize what realm you're living in?
I think
What do you
so.
mean?
So let me just make sure I understand what she just said. Did she just say he feels it's affordable for everyone?
That at some point in time, moving forward in the future, once it's up and running, most people will be able to afford to go to Mars.
Most people.
Yeah.
I don't know what everybody else financial situation is.
the way my bank account set
But
up.
I'm just like, am I like exceptionally broke? Is this that $100K to go to space and then come back and do what? Nigga, like
Hey, if I'm not gonna front, if I'm not picking up no bread in space,
this exactly
when I have no business going to space. When I have no business
what
going
are we
to
doing?
space.
Exactly, my nigga. Like, what are we doing up there? Like, you better have some job applications in that motherfucker. Shit.
I say let them go.
Yeah, fuck that.
Let them go.
I don't know, bro.
Because think about who's going to be able to really afford that ticket.
Shit, we already know who. But
Exactly.
that's the thing that worries me. That's what worries me. Like, why are we all trying to evacuate right now silently? Or like
Well, they need to go.
what's happening down here that we don't know about that y'all trying to get out there so like fervently?
It's also just the exploration of space. It's also just
The colonization of another planet.
into the future. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I guess that I missed that part of me of the I don't know. I don't have that desire inside of me. If there's no reason to leave,
You never wanted to go to space?
Hell no. That shit's scary as fuck to me. Like, my
Really?
nigga, what? It's just endless. It's just too much endless. It's like, it needs
Bare
to be
endless.
bare endless. We can't deal with it, you know? My mind can't process how much endless is. It's like, what? You ever try to
That's
think
the cool
of...
part.
Nah, that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
I like that. That's the part that I like about it.
Nah,
Is
that
like
freaks me out.
there's so many possibilities. Like there's something else out there, and it's just like we don't know what it is. Like I don't know. I'm kind of curious.
Shit, you go find out for me. And my nigga come back and tell me what it was. But if I don't even come back and tell me, text me. I ain't trying to figure that out.
I'll send you a space note.
Yeah.
I think we got to get to a point where future like oriented. You get what I'm saying?
I
like,
get that.
We have to get to a point where it's Star Trek out this motherfucker.
Yeah,
We in
somebody has to make the first-
2022.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
Yeah.
Ain't no flying cars. Ain't no robot
No
maze
Fifth
and shit like
Element
that.
shit
Elon Musk,
going on.
there's people that are trying to push the future, but like I said on the other show, in the 80s we tried to push the future the most. That's why the future looks like the 80s. That's why 2022 looks like bomber jackets and high tops and hoverboards and shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I get that as far as a concept. And I'm all for them like figuring shit out there. But I'm the type of dude is like, so like when
What happens here?
when a new thing comes out that's a little risky, I'm like, hey, y'all go ahead. Like, for instance, when the vaccine came out, and it's like, hey, niggas need that because niggas is dying.
You let everybody else get it
I
first.
let everybody else get it first that I knew. And I was like, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, I'm just taking my time till I go get it. And I watched. I seen a couple in the beginning. When first they got it, I saw somebody pass out.
So caution. Yeah. You're talking about being
I'm not
cautious.
Gonna be first online.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. That's
definitely
all
not gonna be first online.
Yeah, let everybody else go, and then I want to see the bad shit happen, and then I want to see the intermediate shit happen, and I want to see the like kind of just uncomfortable things happening, and then I'm like, all right, I can deal with uncomfortable. We out. That's when I'm ready to go.
It's funny. There's actually an anime called Carol and Tuesday, and it's literally about life on Mars. Okay. And basically, you know how you were saying like what's gonna happen here? Yeah. I think if we know colonization, it's about finding resources. So I think what happened was that like Earth became like overpopulated, consumed with like pollution, and they sucked up all the Earth's resources. So they're like, we need to go somewhere else, and they literally just went to Mars and just went to go inhabit there.
I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, yeah, it's gonna like not to say like. And I know you say we need to start thinking forward thinking as far as the future and get away from the dystopian type of thought. But I think that is probably part of the future because like I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that there's too many people on Earth.
How?
Isn't there like
too many?
Yeah, like wasn't there like I don't know if not now was a time where it was like
I feel like too many condensed in one space, like metropolitan cities and the biggest cities. The way like they were stacked on top of each other, but there's mad open fields. Like there's places where you can drive for miles and there's nothing but green. Yeah, like how could there really be too many people? They're all living in one space.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't do the research. I got to look some more, looking up some more. But I thought for a period it was too much. It could be that, or was it like too much? Not enough. So I don't know. Something. All I know is this. At some point, we're in right now. Like as bad as things can be, whatever fucking but whenever fucking tragedy going on now in our time. One thing is for sure is that we're living in the safest times in history. So with that being said, that comes with less death. Right. So and more technology coming out where things are getting safer. Like you don't even hear niggas talk about HIV no more, bro. Like it never used to be a commercial every fucking 5 minutes. There's commercials
about it now, but now it's about like it's a lot more manageable.
Yeah.
And you can take certain medicines and not be able to pass it and affect other people.
So that's what I'm saying. Like not just that's a bad example. I'm not going to get specific with HIV, but I'm just saying there's a lot. Things are safer and the time is advancing. The world is advancing and life will be easier to maintain. You know, without having any accidental deaths or sickness and shit like that. So I'm thinking running out of resources sounds about right?
Yeah, I think the powers that be are gonna combat that first. They're gonna have a chess play already made.
What if that's the chess play?
To send niggas out to space to create a new habitat in Mars. I don't think they're gonna create it. I think they're doing it as just space trips. Mm-hmm. I think they've figured out a safe enough way to have the general public have a space trip. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now
so not like habitat out there.
Yeah, I don't
not
think,
like living.
Yeah, I don't think people are gonna start living
cities
on Mars
and stuff
anytime soon.
Okay.
Not at all.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not gonna. I don't know. But yeah.
Would you live on Mars?
It'd have to be some crazy shit going on Earth for me to go.
Not just to live, just to.
I got hope. How do I get back? what if I got an old boo thing that hit me up or some shit? I want to see my moms or some shit. How I get back home? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm interested because like when you go to different planets, the density changes, the mass changes. So if we go there, we're going to change. Yeah. Like we're not going to be humans on Earth anymore. We're going to be humans on Mars. So I'm like thinking about what does that
What's
look
the long term
effect? Yeah, and Mars isn't for us.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
we were born into this habitat.
We're on this Earth, and the Earth is like made for humans and animals.
Yeah. Right.
We go to Mars is a whole totally different game.
That means every part of life is artificial.
We don't have no business being over there.
No business at all.
Yeah.
No business. And that's funny. I was watching Joe Rogan the other night, and there was an astronaut that was on, and he said that he was out of space for 3 months, 90 days. And what happens while you're out in space for so long with no gravity, your bone loses density.
Yes.
So basically, what Sade was saying is accurate as fuck because, well, depending on what the gravity levels are there,
right,
or the lack thereof, basically your bone density, like for instance, you know how like a person will be like, if you're in space, you don't use your legs. There's no reason to use your legs. You're not standing up. There's no gravity pulling you down. So what ends up happening is you come back and you can't stand up.
Right.
It took him a year to learn how to walk again, and it's changed. It's physically changed. So our bones get thicker as we stand and walk on the ground, and gravity's pulling on us. And
Niggas sustain us.
It's crazy. Like it's like really like the most advanced machine ever. So like this amount of pressure is coming down on your back, your bones, all your bones. So your bones like, all right, we got to get thicker, and it gets thicker. Right. So imagine what we would look like if we didn't have that. We'd be like lanky and skinny and.
That's what I'm saying. Our bodies would literally have to morph. Change.
It would morph
to adapt to living in a space that's not made for us.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Do we have to go to experience G-force to go to space?
That's what I think. That doesn't. All astronauts do.
I don't want to do that shit.
That shit look. You see their face, my nigga?
Yeah, like. I'm not doing that.
That shit look crazy as fuck, my nigga. Like
I'm not doing that.
And the shit is to me is like after you do that and you still make the decision. Yeah, I'm gonna go up there. Like, nigga, what? Yeah. What if it's worse, my nigga? Like, nah, bro.
I'm telling you, it's a certain type of people who are going to want and have access to the funds to be able to do that. I don't like, I was like, they have those jokes like black people and scary movies just don't work.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with going to outer space. Like, we like, nah, we good.
It's going to be like 1% of black people. They're like, yeah, I ain't going up there, my nigga. Fuck that. Good. Like, what kind of, can you imagine what kind of black people's going to go out there? Like, what if all black people went out there?
Black people don't like leaving
they don't like leaving their hood.
Right. You get what I'm saying? So they gonna be in space with their bubble clothes.
I don't like this shit.
I'm trying to go back to a block, man.
Shit dry out here.
Nah, my nigga. Then you can't go back, my nigga. Like, what you mean, my nigga?
Oh, that's so funny. We ain't got no bodegas up here. No corner stores.
I'm pretty sure after a while, space gets really boring.
Hell yeah, my nigga's like, my nigga, everything's lit down here, bro. But you ain't get no social media down here. What's a phone service like this space, my nigga? What you finna do?
Oh my God. Wait. Ain't no internet.
Ain't no internet, nigga.
You think they're not going to bring all of that kind of technology with them?
Eventually.
They're going to have stations. Like, they're going to create stations.
But think about it, though. Like, how long did it take for us to get to Wi-Fi being everywhere?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Our majority, well, not majority, nigga, like, half of our life, my nigga, Wi-Fi wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As millennials,
but it's like introducing McDonald's fries to a motherfucking toddler. Life with McDonald's now is totally different.
It can never go back.
It can never go back.
Yeah. There's no, every time we pass McDonald's now, I want McDonald's. Like, we gotta stop.
You gotta stop.
Yeah.
You got McDonald's money?
Yeah, you can't just, here internet, no internet. No, nah.
You can't go back.
It's gonna be a lot of adjustments.
Like, what did I used to do?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, taking a shit. You're not about to tell me, my nigga, some of the greatest Googles happen while I'm on the toilet.
You know what's crazy though?
What?
You know what I learned?
Sometimes I'll have to take a shit and I'll wait for my phone to get to like 20%.
Yeah, you got to, my nigga.
So I can at least go take a shit and like search on my phone.
And the crazy...
People used to read like newspapers and shit.
I read books.
Like what?
Books, crossword puzzles and shit.
That, you never seen the magazine stacks on the side of the
I guess. I ain't never did that shit.
What?
Nigga. I was in and out. Now I go to the bathroom, I be in there shitting for like 4 minutes.
And still be
20
on the toilet.
other minutes, nigga, I'm in there like finding out how the world works, my nigga. Like, shit, this is how you do your taxes. Oh, okay, this makes sense. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. My God. How did we get here?
I'm just saying, but I don't know how niggas used to do shit without fucking phones back in the days. Could you imagine what high school would have been for us if we had phones?
No, but we had.
I'm glad we didn't have.
I brought it up. I brought it up to you earlier today. Sidekicks.
Oh my god!
You remember?
Nokia, the slide ones.
The i730.
The i730, my nigga. That was like.
Oh, when you used to put the ringtones on it, and you could change the antenna.
Chirp, 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 chirp. Like, you know
so check this out, right? I think there's a TikTok. Next time on the show, we're gonna start doing reactions and bringing TikToks and all that shit up. But there was a TikTok where they said that we are. I guess I'm born in 1988.
Same.
You get what I'm saying?
Same.
So, like our realm of millennials, they call the bridge because we were the last kids to experience playing outside, like real playing outside.
That's a fact.
You know what
Parents
I'm saying?
Didn't know where the hell we was half the time.
We had no cell phones. And cell phones, no internet. We're the bridge. We seen the actual transition in technology.
We were the transition.
Yeah, and we witnessed the last transition of all this technology. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So even our music is a little different, you know? Even our music is like, you think about Drake, A$AP Rocky, dudes born around 1988, 87. They don't say fuck the trap shit, but they're still hip hop. Yeah. Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We understand both sides. We understand
that's
both
what
sides.
J. Cole, that middle child shit. It's a perfect example of that shit, bro. And it's crazy, like, to think, like, we literally were the first, the last kids to be like, let's go play outside.
Real kids.
Shit. Like, we knew what kids, like, you know where your friends was at by the bikes being outside. You know
right.
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's crazy. And like
house phones, house phones.
Yo, house phone, bro. You remember like?
I remember my
phone?
first number.
You gotta hide the phone. Like your mom do.
Your mom get on the phone. Get off the phone. Oh, you remember dial up?
Yo,
you know what? You know what the worst
you
was?
Use the phone?
You'll be on the phone, and you know, back in the day, if young cats is watching this, back in the day on the house phone, you had different phones in each room or in different rooms, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If I picked up the phone in one room, my sister can pick up the phone in another room and listen to the conversation.
Yep. Word.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you'll be talking, you'll be macking, and somebody slowly
picks up the phone. Your whole conversation, bro.
You remember three-way calls?
Hang up the phone. Hang up the phone.
You remember three-way calls?
Three-way calls was lit. And that was even like a new thing. Like, cause it didn't start off like that.
It didn't.
It's like when we got to like what, maybe like middle school? Yeah. That shit was crazy, bro. I remember me and my niggas like, so yo, who you wanna call now, bro? Yeah. We can call anybody, nigga. Shit, I only got a couple numbers in my head, bro. That's another thing, bro. How many numbers do you remember off rip?
My mom's work number.
Same.
Yeah.
Everybody know Mom Dude. You gotta get in touch with Mom Dude while she at work.
My father's number, call your father. Make sure you call your father.
Yeah. Numbers 2 times, I don't.
What else? I don't know.
My mom, my brother, my mom's work. And
I still got a phone book.
I remember old Tings number I had like back in fucking middle school, bro.
I be thinking about how our parents used to do it. Yeah. Yo, so like I went out last night. I'm drinking and shit. If you want to exchange, it's funny because if you want to meet a girl and you want to like see what she's about, you can just take her Instagram and it's a literal montage / collage of her life.
It's like a resume, my nigga.
Back in the day, you have to like it's reversed. Back in the day, you have to go to the girl's house and meet her parents first.
Yo.
Now, you meet her parents last.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like the whole game is switched up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The internet definitely made the world a lot smaller.
Yo, and that's crazy too, because it's like the opportunities. Like, just think about like back in the days, cheating, it usually happened with like you knew the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if your joint cheated on you or you cheated on short, y'all knew who it was. You know what I mean? Now that nigga, it could be anybody, my nigga. Like, it's endless.
Too many options.
Way
too many options.
And that's why I think fucked up the game too a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, because think about it. Alright, so I don't want to sound bad, but like I feel like it wasn't equal. Women always had the upper hand, I feel like. But I feel like women didn't know how much they had the upper hand until the internet.
Because all the options is right there.
Yo, when the internet came into play, it's like all the simps, all the like, how you doing, Miss Beautiful? How was your day? All them niggas came out to work, the woodwork.
You call them orbiters.
Yeah.
Why you call them that?
That's a term that people use. Yeah.
They just float around
because they basically you look at women as like the planet. Yeah, you get the subject, right? Yeah, and these are all people revolving around her orbit,
and it fucked up the game.
They're sending her heart eyes. None of these niggas is hitting.
They comment.
It's funny because the niggas that's hitting, they not liking no picture.
Exactly, nothing.
They not liking the picture. They not giving her.
How long did it take you to become that nigga?
Overnight.
Overnight?
Yeah, overnight.
Nah, not for me.
Nah?
Nah, it took me a little while to figure it out.
You was an orbiter?
I wouldn't say I was an orbiter, because I was just orbiting a lot. I was copying and pasting everywhere.
Oh, shit.
I'm not going to lie.
Because sometimes you could be a little ore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a little ore at one time.
What? Yeah. Boy, I was bad out here. I'm not gonna lie.
Because you can it's like you could. All right, I look at it like this is bad. I look at it as like what do you call when in the NBA where they have those like games and they just keep shooting.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was. We got to see what lands.
That's what I'm saying. The more basketballs you pick up and shoot is the more chances you have to hit.
Your shot.
Exactly. It sounds so terrible.
It does, but let's be honest. If you're young and you're being respectful, you're single, whatever. There's nothing wrong with it to have fun and mingle. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
For guys.
For women as well. For women as well.
You're held at an extreme like.
And I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that.
There's this double standard. Y'all are talking about like it's cool, but let a girl say the same thing and she's a hoe.
But I think women are more. I feel like yes, that double standard does exist, but it's less today. Like I feel like
it's just more acceptable. It's just more accepted. It's
that's
not,
exactly what I'm
but
saying.
She's still called a hoe. She's still called a whore, and she still has that moniker and y'all are still that nigga for doing the same thing.
Damn right. No,
you know what it is. I'm about to break it down.
Please break it down.
It's whole etiquette. Girl, I think this is my opinion. I think girls that are labeled as a hoe, they just don't have a certain social etiquette. So
I think I agree with you. I'm not sure yet. Let's keep going.
So there's a certain social etiquette that a girl has to have where she's not fucking a nigga and all his friends.
Yeah, that's different.
You get what I'm saying? She conducts herself a certain way. You talking in conversation with her and she's not giving you nuances, dick. Oh, pussy. You get what I'm saying? It's too early. Like, because people judge you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think I agree with everything you said. Everything you said. I think what the problem is, or part of the problem is that I feel like women have been like living with a double standard for so long. So once they got to it, my fault. Once they got to a point where it's just like, yo, fuck that. I don't care about the double standard.
Pretty much.
And they came out swinging, my nigga. It was just, I'm fucking him. I'm fucking him. What? I'm a hoe, da-da-da-da. That's why the whole Amber Rose slut shit.
They stopped giving a fuck.
They stopped giving a fuck.
It's too much pressure.
Which, I guess if I was a woman, I would be like on that same page, because I'm not going to lie, like, yo, fuck what y'all got to think, because y'all niggas judge me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like how...
But not only are y'all judging, but y'all still all going to try.
Wait, can we not say y'all? Because I ain't
okay, not you guys, but I'm just saying men in general, like the same guy calling you all that and talking to his niggas saying all that shit is hitting you up and probably going dumb hard. So it's just mad weird. It's just, it doesn't matter. I understand that. Yeah. I understand that, but I don't think a lot of women understand that. Like I know.
You just said it.
I know that it's something I learned was just because he'll fuck you and fuck with you does not mean he's gonna ever take you seriously. And he'll tell you he'll tell you exactly what he needs to tell you to keep
get you right.
I call it pussy on the shelf.
Pussy on a shelf.
Bencher.
Right.
Keep the rotation. Right, that's what girls end up being, and they like you said, the lack of etiquette, they don't realize like even though there's a double standard, they kind of create the situation where they end up being pussy on the shelf, and then they're saying they're okay with it. But then when it's time to get married,
they're not.
That's
they're
what I
not
was
okay with
say.
it. So
what women are gatekeepers to sex, but men are gatekeepers to marriage.
To the ring.
Exactly. So it's like you can do all that whole shit that you want and be like, I'm fucking him, double standing, this and that. But who's gonna take a knee at the end of the day?
So what I see happening, from my point of view, is pretty much like there's nothing new under the sun. So same way you see like, oh nigga, now we dressing like the 80s again. What's happening is what happened for us. The same way I say, yeah, I might have been an orbiter, like, but just in various ways. I didn't care who saw. I didn't care until I got to a point and I was like, this is kind of fucking up my flow. And I'm kind of losing a little self-respect.
Yeah, you get to a point where...
Put it on pause. I'm not fucking with nobody.
Are you sure you was an orbiter?
I wasn't an orbiter. I'm not. I just don't. I don't care.
Orbiters are, another term they use is wandering lion.
So let's that sounds funny. I just let's get down to what exactly. Let's put a
that's what
definition.
I'm saying. So like when they talk about orbiter, right? They'll talk about the guy who every time she puts a thirst trap picture up.
Oh nah, I wasn't like that.
That's what I'm saying. Every time she puts a thirst trap picture up,
you ever see too much ass, bro?
Like, nah. There's this girl I'm following, right?
Yeah.
And all she do is show her ass.
I meet people like that.
And I'm looking at it, and she gets like 100 likes, and all her pictures is just ass, and I'm like, all of that ass, 100 likes? Like you get what I'm saying? You
at least get paid for it.
You need to. You need to do a little better than that.
I never would do this.
Put it on the show.
Yeah, it's my. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm in the middle of a podcast. It's not an emergency, right?
Oh no. Okay, I'll just speak to you later.
I'll call you after the show.
Okay, bye.
It's the little Cubs, man. Every time they call, I gotta answer because if they call twice, then I know something, But like, yeah, you're absolutely right. So, oh shit, hold on. But I guess in that sense, no, I wasn't an orbiter. I would say like I was just too flirty, Like it's just like I was.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, at a young age, there's nothing wrong with it. When you get to a certain age, you gotta chill out. But so basically how. Like I was saying, as the evolution happened, and I'm not saying that the women are behind or whatever, as well, and not in the aspect of like
they definitely got a chip on their shoulder.
They have something to prove. I feel like.
Yes.
So what I feel is they're acting up, but they're doing what we would do when we were younger, like, and when we figured it out, like, okay, this looks bad. Yes. Let me stop trying to talk to everybody, and let me be selective. And when I do feel somebody, I'm not even going to give her it all. I'm not gonna let her know that. I feel like that's what's gonna end up happening. Because right now, like, if you're gonna be out there twerking and ain't nothing wrong with dancing, but if you out here just on some Lizzo shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody trying to wife that, my nigga. Like,
you know what's deceitful? What's blinding? There's so many options for women right now. For men too. I don't want to just say for women. But there's so many options. You can go on Tinder. You can go on Hinge. You can go on Instagram,
Christian
Facebook.
Mingle.
Disgusting.
Taboo. Don't let me sell my messiness.
There's so many options that it's like somebody gonna take me. Somebody's gonna bite.
But will they really?
I could act however I want. That's like I'm putting myself in their shoes.
Yeah.
I can act however I want.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna bite. I don't even gotta go to the gym. I could be fat.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? I could do whatever.
Good luck with that, sweetheart.
Exactly. So that's the thing. That's
like, how do you? I don't get.
There's too many options. That's what I'm saying.
So the thing is this: we still forgetting basic math. I don't know if it changed, but I'm pretty sure the numbers are still accurate.
About what?
The ratio
of men to women.
For every one man, there's 5 women.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end of the day, it's like
it's like
somebody gonna be alone.
Musical chairs.
Yeah. So in the end of the day, it's like I don't want to be on that Kevin Samuel shit because I'm not into that type shit.
But what's alone?
Side job.
Cat lady.
Because some people, just as long as they getting attention, that's not alone.
If you're okay with that, then I guess that's goal
That's why I'm saying, like, it's almost like a stalemate, like, right now. Like,
but so like you said, so what you just said was that I can do whatever I want, act any way I want, and I can still get what I want.
Yeah.
The same way women are like, I'm tired of this shit, so I'm gonna do this. Men are getting tired of that shit. Men are getting tired. That's the reason why Kevin Samuel exists.
Yeah.
Is because niggas that are like, yo, like, I kept it 100 with her. I'm being a good dude. I got bread. I mean, I'm not rich, but my bills are paid. I have access to monies and finances where I can do things. But she trying to play me because I'm not a millionaire or I'm not an entrepreneur. The thing I've been hearing a lot lately, or if you don't have your own business or you ain't doing this, I can't fuck with you. You a lame nigga. If you too broke, you can't get the pussy. It's just like, that's like the new norm. And niggas is like, okay, now it's my turn. So now we don't fuck with none of y'all. And now what's happening is the humble women are getting all the men. I feel like all the humble women. So? What? Yes. Yeah. Nobody. Like for me personally, from what I've been seeing, but for me personally, I'm not trying to date Miss Poppin'. I want chill shorty. And I'm not talking about docile or submissive. I'm just talking about shorty that's not into all the messiness. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a turn off.
It's a turn off majorly. I'm not trying to bring you to my family events.
Right.
I'm not trying to be around you 24/7. I'm not trying to watch movies with you. I'm not trying to.
But I don't think a lot of women understand that either. Like that whole he's gonna take me as I am. Yeah. Like there's just certain things that is just like I don't want. There's certain places that you're not going to be accepted or wanted. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't, in good conscience, bring you somewhere and that's how you behave. That's your yourself. Attitude.
Yeah. Or even your frame of thinking. Like, like this infallible, I am what I especially the ones that's like, yo, I'm a Virgo, so this is why I'm like this. Ooh, it's like, damn. I'm mind you, I believe a little bit in astrology. I like to follow it, either sometimes for fun or just I notice there's connection to certain people that I know. But when somebody says I have no control over my actions and this is why I am,
no,
and accepting their flaws for just character, like or astrology traits,
ego.
I don't like that. I don't like that shit, bro.
Yeah, the way I see it, right? If you a guy and you broke and you out of shape and you just not getting no bitches and this shit is not working for you,
most of the times
you have to level up.
You got to.
There's no, she got to take me as I am.
Never,
I'm broke.
Never.
Nigga, never. I'm broke. Take me as I am.
Said no man ever on this planet, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You can't, like, I don't think, me personally, I just don't think men can really do that. Nah, you have to build a foundation in this world.
I know if you living like that.
Yeah, that's why I said most.
I know mad guys, like, who have girlfriends and their girlfriends take care of them. Yeah. Like I know like mad guys who just live with their girlfriend and some of them sit on the block all day. Yeah. So
I'm not gonna lie.
Have a little something job. Yeah. But his shorty's a nurse. Yeah. His shorty got the real bag and she dresses him. Cause like honestly, as a female, when you have a nigga that you really fuck with, you want to take care of him. So you don't mind buying him stuff and doing things for him, but there's some niggas who just don't do nothing and they just
I sometimes feel like
they're just digging her down and that's enough for her and they're giving her the attention. So they will take care of them and I know a few.
So but it's those men that are feeding into the narrative that men are tools. Like, cause a bitch got a nigga to fix her car. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To take her out on dates, who got money, to dick her, to dick her down. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? It's like she compartmentalizes different niggas to. Yeah. So a nigga that's doing that and assuming the role as I'm drop off Dick Dan and I'm gonna drop off Dick and keep it moving. I'm not gonna buy her shit. Yeah. You're assuming the role. You're part of the problem.
Building the nigga. Build the nigga. It's like, basically they each body part does something. You know what I mean? I like this nigga conversation. We have a good time together.
Word. I talk to him. I ain't gonna fuck him, but I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah, this nigga gonna buy me things. I'm gonna be his eye candy.
Well, until you find somebody who got all of it in one, that's what you do.
Yeah, that's hard to find. I guess that's too hard to find.
From a woman's perspective, Sade, how do you view the dating market in 2022?
It's disgusting.
You think so?
Talk to him.
Yeah, I think it's disgusting. I think that people are obsessed with relationships and really for surface reasons. Like they want a relationship for the social validity of a relationship and not really for what a relationship really should be. Yeah. And they also, like not me, but generally speaking, people they're not happy and they're looking for someone to make them happy. And then they're looking for their needs to be met in these relationships. And when their needs are no longer met, then it gets ugly. Then you see how they really feel about you. And I feel like I see like a lot of the social media relationships, they're fake.
Oh yeah,
they're fake. And it's just like, okay, like you know, not everybody conducts relationships the same, of course. Yeah. You know, everybody has their way of doing it. And I'm not saying you shouldn't celebrate your relationship, but to make it like a big public spectacle and then to go home and y'all don't even really sleep together. Y'all don't like each other. Y'all don't have nothing to talk about. And then too, people in relationships, they get too enmeshed and they lose themselves to the relationship. I see that a lot. Like, he doesn't have his own world and he's not allowed to go do what he does that makes him feel like he's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you complain when he goes to hang out with his boys. Like,
I've been in that before.
You need your own world and you should be coming back together to share your experiences. You get what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be so enmeshed that you lose your identity to your relationship. Like, you know how they be gelling the names together?
Oh my God.
Like, I think
Kim Ye.
Yeah, like I think a lot of the relationships are based off surface and getting your needs met, and it's like kind of childish. It's like there's no true foundation.
It's also too because it's like, I call it like cookie cutter syndrome or like silhouette syndrome.
Like that shorty.
Like, so a girl, she's not really into you. She's into your silhouette. Bro. So you look good to her family. Bro. You're probably tall. You could probably... You
fit the criteria.
You fit the criteria, but she's not really into you. She's into
everything about you.
And she'll put up with you. She'll put up with you.
Let me tell you this story, bro. When I was back dating, I ain't gonna lie, 2020, I was like kind of going crazy dating a couple of girls here and there. Like, it was like those 2 years, I was like in and out of like, I don't even call them relationship situations. I was just out there getting shaken. And I met this one girl, and I ain't gonna front, shorty, I thought was the full package. She had like great job, bread, had a kid.
On paper, she good.
On paper, she had a kid, which is cool. And then one kid, divorced, whatever. Fire. I'm talking about fire. And things just started getting weird. Like, it was just starting to get too good to be true. Like, she would just literally say whatever I wanted to hear.
Yep. And
I started to notice it. And it was just like, after, you know, a couple nights, at the time I was getting my credit right. And she was asked, we was laying in the bed one time. She was like, what did she say? She was like, she knows I'm in the military. Mm-hmm. And I asked her, and I'm just like, so yeah, her ex-husband was military too, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And then she started telling me about other people she was dating in between the marriage. Mm-hmm. Well, after the marriage, and in between the marriage and me. One nigga was Air Force. Another nigga was Army. Another nigga was Navy. And then I started to think, and I'm like, so the thing in the military you got to look out for is women that benefits chasers.
Yeah.
But the thing about being in up the Northeast Coast, it's not a prevalent thing. You don't really meet too many soldiers out here. Because
most bases are down south.
Most bases are down south and to
or
the
out
west.
West. Yeah.
So like, not many people know anything about military out here. So you if you put on a military uniform, you could probably stop traffic out here.
Yeah.
Because niggas I don't know what that uniform means. Like, you don't really got that power out here. Unless you like really, you know, that shit, whatever. But that being said, I didn't expect this from her. So she goes, so one night we just randomly just chilling and not talking about nothing. She goes, so let me show you something. And then she just puts her phone on the bed, shows me her credit score. I ain't gonna lie, she had like an 800 something. I'm just like, all right, that's dope. So I was thinking, my credit score, your military benefits. And I was like, mind you, it's been like not even a month. I'm like, bitch,
damn,
what the fuck?
moving fast.
So I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, I know what you're doing. I'm out of here, bro.
That's crazy.
That's cookie cutter shit, my nigga.
That's a cookie cutter shit.
I'm trying to tell you, she was looking for her next business venture. That's what she was looking for.
That's what I think. Like a lot of women choose based off of getting needs met.
Yeah.
Like it's not fulfilling. It's not a truly fulfilling, genuine connection between a man and a woman or whatever you choose. But it's like they're choosing because on paper, this looks, it checks off all my boxes. Mm-hmm. I don't have to like you. Like a girl can literally make herself like a dude she doesn't like because on paper, he works.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question.
I'm not about that life. I can't do that.
So that's the thing. I feel, one thing I will say about women and men, like, there is a difference. I know we like to say, everything equal. Like, everybody should have equal rights. That's one thing for sure. But genetically, we're different. And I wonder how much different we are. You know what I mean? Based on, for instance, like, we got a group of friends. Mm-hmm. We all got shorties that look good. Mm-hmm. But one of our friends got an ugly shorty. Mm-hmm. This nigga gonna hear about it.
Yeah.
Vice versa. You got a group of friends, Sade.
Uh-huh. Y'all
all got men. They all look good, I guess. Uh-huh. Whatever. But one of your friends got an ugly man.
Uh-huh.
But it's fine. Why is that?
No, I don't think it's fine. It's fine if he got the bag. It's fine
but if she got the bag, if the ugly girl got the bag, it's not fine.
It depends.
No,
I think it depends because
I don't know.
Niggas is roasting him, bro.
Look, I get what you're saying, but it's like I don't look for like. I remember I'm sitting with niggas, right? And we talking about girls and shit. And the nigga goes, yo, she drive a BM. And in my head, I'm like, what does that BM have to do with you?
Exactly. That don't mean nothing.
You get what I'm saying? I live right now I live by myself, right? Mm-hmm. And I have more than enough space, right? Mm-hmm. And I can bring somebody in here and pay my bills the same way, and it won't affect it won't affect my life.
You can just be here.
What do I need, like, your money for?
That's how a man thinks.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, of course, I know women get trapped in this paradox to where it's like, oh, what if he just gets up and leave me? Like, well, I need to make sure I got my career. I need to make sure, and I understand that.
That's fine.
Because you can't depend on a man to fully take care of you like that. Yeah. But I don't want to go Dutch. I tried that. I don't want to go Dutch. I'm paying for everything.
I pay in my current relationship and all of my relationships. I paid for 90% of everything. I do like the occasional, babe, this is what I got for you, or babe, like, fuck it, it's on me tonight. All right, cool. I like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it should be that way. I think that if you're in a relationship and you really love and care about the person, why wouldn't you take care of your man just like really good?
Yeah.
Like why? Well, it's like a pleasure to take care of him. Like, you get what I'm saying? Looking out for him. You see something that you know he wants, like making him feel good too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a lot of women
don't care.
They don't necessarily practice taking care. Like, your man should feel like a king just as much as you feel like a queen.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You should, like, everybody, there's this toxic culture where they don't, like, I see a lot of posts like, oh, if he's not marrying me, then I'm not doing wifey shit for no nigga that's not my husband or that's not my man. How the hell is he supposed to know if you're even worthy of that if you won't do small things to let him know, like, I appreciate this?
Not even just that, like, but just to think, me and you fucking with each other and to know that you're holding out on things that you can do to express your feelings until I put a ring on your face. That's kind of like vindictive.
It's weird. Like, I think it's really weird. I think it's weird. And I get it because I have been in situations where I've given too much of myself to people who didn't deserve it. Yeah. So I understand, like, kind of like not really knowing if the guy you're with is actually worth doing. Like, for me, there's certain, I'm not cooking for certain guy, like most of the guys I've been with, I'm not cooking for you. Like, you're not worthy of that part of me. I do believe there are some things that should be special to a significant other that you kind of like sure about.
Yeah.
And if you're not really sure and you just dating them and you kind of like them and you're not like, it's not like, I've been in situations where I've just given way too much to people who didn't deserve it.
I think
so then you get to that point where you're like, okay, if you're not my man, you're not this. But then I feel like there's some times when someone comes along and it's like, nah, this person's worthy of these things. So I'm going sometimes to go out my way because I really care about this person, and actions speak louder than words. Like, people can say, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. But showing that, it can mean the world, and it can take your situation to that level. You get what I'm saying? Like, how is he supposed to know if you're wifey material if you're not showing some semblance of, okay, I could be with this girl. Like, I could see myself wifing her. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think women kind of over rely on their feminine assets. Like, girls think just because they have titties and a vagina, like, they're wifey material. Yeah. I'm sorry, but you're not. Yo, I'm sorry. I like you can't have an attitude and be stressing a nigga out and then think a nigga won't, like, no, I don't like you. Yeah. You're making my life miserable and I'm doing everything for you. Oh, well, I'm not giving, like, I don't understand. This is something I've spoken about before. I don't understand why women use sex as like punishment. Bro, I do not. I'm sorry,
holding a kitty cat hostage should be illegal in 57 states, my nigga.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
That shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, my past relationship, that was a big problem. I ain't gonna lie. Like, anytime there was some type of like issue, like not even like a major, like obviously you're not gonna fuck. Yeah. Y'all not gonna have sex if y'all having like a big fight. Cool.
Why not?
I mean, it's kind of hard to like.
No, it's not.
I mean, I could do it. I'm just.
I'm gonna act like I don't like it, but I still want some. Like, the fuck is wrong with y'all? How are you with them? Like, how do you not? How can you like really expect to marry and be with someone and love them if you can't be mad and still be attracted to them? Yeah. Like, I hate your dumb, ugly ass, but I'm still having sex with you. You pissed me the hell off. Like, I don't get, like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, but if he ain't getting it from you, he gonna get it from somebody else. So like, I don't, like, if you don't know what, like, men, like you said, we are separate, but we are equal. Like, there are things that you just, there's things about men that it's just men. Like, me personally, I value men for masculinity's sake. I love men. I love what they do. I like watching them do it. You get what I'm saying? So I know that for a man, his ego is very important. I know that sex is very important. So if I'm with you, I'm stroking all of that because I know if I'm not, somebody else will. Yeah. Like, if you're not getting that attention, if I'm not making you feel like the strongest nigga in the room, if I'm not making you feel valued and like I'm sweating you, and I'm talking about men who are worthy of that. I'm not talking about just every nigga you fucking or talking to or you like or you're interested in. But if you got a good nigga and he's holding it down and he's working his ass off and he's making sure you're good, suck that nigga's dick every night. Like, what's the problem?
Can we get a suck that nigga dick every night? Suck that nigga dick every night. Suck that nigga dick every night. Suck that nigga dick. Suck that nigga dick every night. I think that was.
I'm just saying, like, you know what men like. Yeah. So he gonna get what he likes to make him feel like a man.
Listen. Sade for president.
Sade for president, my nigga. Sade is the next black president, my nigga. Put that on everything, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, I think I'm a little different from...
Don't be a prick, suck that dick. That's the rule.
Oh, that's the campaign. Yeah, that's the campaign. Well, you see, America. Suck his dick.
Okay. All right, guys.
Nah.
Wait, but sure your girlfriend... Look in the balls.
I'm just saying, if you got a good nigga, and you know what he like, take care of him. Else you gonna lose him.
That's a fact.
Take care of him.
That's a fact.
Cherish that nigga. Appreciate that nigga, because there's a lot of scumbags out here.
There is.
Like you said, it's what one man to every 5 women, somebody's gonna get benched. Somebody's not gonna make it. So why not cut your?
Yo, so like, to put everything in a nutshell, right? It's crazy to think, but with this new generation, we in 2022, we have a lot of options, men and women both.
Right.
We forget the fact that we're animalistic, like we're animals, and a lot of times you don't control love.
No, you don't.
You get what I'm saying?
That's
sometimes
why they say all's fair in love and war.
That shit just hits you like
Sneak
a ton
up
of
on
bricks.
You.
That and you don't really, you have a connection with somebody, and it's a lot of synchronicities, and it's God given. And you're over here trying to swipe. This person, their nose is too big. They're too short. Too tall. Feet too big.
I have an analogy. A lot of girls get caught up in the packaging and not what's inside the package. Boss. Like your relationship.
You're like the box. You need to open the box.
Listen, you order something from Amazon. You're getting a brown box, but you know what's inside that box, and you know you've been waiting for what's inside that box. What does it matter that it comes in a box? No. What does it matter? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
cause that's like getting like Apple MacBook with coal in it. Yeah. Like the tissue paper, all of that
shit,
you know,
packaging.
Because that's the cookie cutter syndrome,
right?
So you opening up the cookie cutter syndrome, and you look inside the box,
and
inside the box is what somebody is on the inside, and it's coal. It's somebody that a lot of times, honestly, people just need somebody to know to fucking take the pickles off their burger. Or what's their favorite color?
Exactly.
Or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What lifts them up when they're down?
Yeah, to assist your favorite things in life. Somebody that really cares about you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you have a hard day at work and you want to call somebody that actually gives a fuck and who's on the same page as you to like really ground you. You know? That's what we really need.
Yeah.
Like all of this other shit that we swiping and we fucking, like that shit is just gonna run its course after a while.
Empty vessels.
Right.
Definitely.
Golden apples. They ain't shit. They pretty on the outside, ain't shit on the inside.
Yo, that's a fact. Bro. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I got stories for days. I ain't gonna bring that. I've met a lot. Man, that's honestly like one reason why I'm happy I'm off the dating scene, because with the whole swiping thing, I ain't gonna lie, it was convenient for like if you want to bust one, you get one quick. But it's just when it comes for substance, like I don't know. I told you like I was like practicing abstinence for a year just off choice because I felt like sex had too much control over my life, and I was like I want to take the power back. I know it sounds a little overly poetic, but it's just something I felt I did for myself, and I think that was dope. Like I was dating girls still. I wasn't like not talking, messing with girls. I would talk to them, bring them to the crib, and I would let them know when I meet them, like, yo, like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm practicing abstinence. Like, I'm not having sex.
That's cool.
And what I found happening is, like, the majority of the bad joints would take it as a challenge.
Yeah.
And they were just like, you know you want to hit this. And I'm like, sure do. I'm not going to. And after, like, the first month I kind of did it, said I was going to do it, and didn't think I really was going to go through with it. And once I got past 2 months, I was just like, nah, I got to do this. And I kind of started getting amused. Like, I got this power. Like, you want the dick, bitch. This dick ain't free. But anyway, so I met this one girl, though. Like, you know, the whole swipe thing. And this is when I knew I was like, I'm done with the whole online shit. Met this one girl. I ain't gonna, she was fire, beautiful girl. I just had moved out to Connecticut. And New Year's happened. New Year's happened, and she called my phone at 12:25, and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, happy? What you?" I'm like, "Whoa! You think you fly? Look, I'm too bad for this." I'm like, "What the fuck happened? What could possibly make you this mad when we just started talking this week? We don't got no connections like that. I'm too bad to wait for a nigga to call me and say Happy New Year's." I'm like, "What? You couldn't call and say Happy New Year's?" Like, bro, I'm with my family, my nigga. Like, we was hugging and laughing, and this is like her mind was warped that, yo, I look so good that when the ball drops, the first thing you should be doing is thinking about me and call me. Like, fuck my family. Like, mom, dukes, pops, cousins and them, sisters, like fuck them.
Self-absorbed.
Like that's when I was like, yeah, I can't go on this no more, bro. Right. These type of people is like brain dead. I can't. Like I don't know, and I'm glad. Like I got blessed. I met my shorty. Like you know, she not like that. Not nothing like that. We met online, but it was, you know what I mean. But it's just I don't want no parts of it, bro. That shit is a different animal nowadays.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This is the IC. We running and we got about 6 more minutes left. I want to encourage people to like, subscribe.
Mash up the button then.
Mash up the button.
Mash them up like this.
Smash the button at the end of the video. Like subscribe. It. Turn on notifications.
Just like it.
Turn on notifications. Smash the like button. Yeah, what's up, YouTube? But for real,
just do it.
Put your comments in the comments. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Put your comments in the comments.
Y'all like what y'all seeing? If y'all
talk to us.
Y'all want to see us grow. Y'all want to see us get bigger. Y'all want to see us touch subjects. You got to reach out to us. Tell us what y'all feel like. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. But we're gonna wrap this up. This is 55 minutes in. We're gonna try to keep a lot of these episodes to an hour length. Let us know if you like the first episode, Rarities and Conspiracies, where
I'm actually doing
it was 2 hours, 3 hours. You get what I'm saying? Let us know what you like. This is the IC, Sean Johnson, Head Steph, Sade Renee.
Namaste.
Have a lovely day. Holla at your boy.
Later.